How you doing, sir? Man? Introduce yourself and tell them the title of your book, man.
I'm Vincent Mack, Sr. The title of my book called Falsely Accused, The Journey and Testimony of Joseph Isaiah III.
The title alone. Matter of fact, say it one more time, man.
Falsely Accused, The Journey and Testimony of Joseph Isaiah III.
Okay, now in this book is centered around your actual life, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. And
Correct.
so it's true to form. This is you.
It's true. It's all me.
Man, so what made you write this book?
Well, I was actually just didn't really want to write the book.
Right.
But God just kept tugging at my heart and speaking to my spirit, telling me you need to write this book. This book need to be written, that many may be blessed, lives may be changed, people may be delivered, mindsets and offsets are put on set.
Man,
if you know what I mean.
No, I do know what you mean.
Yeah. You know, so people can start thinking and seeing life as it really is. I mean, you know, a lot of us have to be honest about the things we go through in life instead of sugarcoating and we have the tendency to sugarcoat things and we have a tendency of camouflaging things.
Okay, so this book is more kind of like
the camouflage all.
So it's your story with your camouflage on.
That's correct.
So give me just a little bit, just give me a little taste of what they may find out in this book about you.
Man, the darkness that I once lived, the dark path that I was going down, even though I was looking for an example and role models. I looked to the right, there was no light.
Okay.
I looked to the left, there's no light. I look all around me, there's no example, no role models, no nothing. Just the straight dirty streets.
Okay.
And the darkness of the streets.
Okay, so the darkness of the streets, just very quickly, what did that lead you into?
Well, I'm actually from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Right.
And I'm, next to Chicago.
Okay.
So I was born and raised in the city. The cities is totally different from the South.
Right.
You know, it's just like straight cutthroat.
Okay.
You know, people, you go to work every day and you work for what you got, but then you have people watching you and taking what you work for and claiming as theirs. You know, that's just the way it is in the cities. It just, it's just really, really rough there. But it led me to drugs and drug dealing and all kind of dark things.
Yeah, man, just from you telling me, man, it led to a couple cases, I mean, some running from the law. I mean, it's a very interesting story, but I love the fact when you were telling me that there's a purpose behind the story.
Yeah.
It's all about taking people and showing them through your life, taking away the camouflage, and you can be in a dark place. And the story shows how dark it is, but then it leads to a very bright place, right?
Yes, because one thing I can honestly say, man, God is God.
Right.
Even in the midst of darkness, God is there. Even in the midst of sadness, God is there. Brokenness, He's there.
Yeah.
Even when we may not feel like He's not, but He's always there because He have a plan, a purpose for each and every last one of us.
So this book is not just a story for you, but it really is a powerful testimony.
Yes.
Can you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so one more time, what's the title of that book?
Falsely Accused, The Journey and Testimony of Joseph Isaiah III.
Now, if they want to know more about this book, where can they purchase it?
Now it's available online at Barbes Noble, Westbow Bookstore, Google, Amazon.com, Amazon Kindle, ebook only, and as well as Goodreads and Google.
Okay, and also you have a website about to pop up, right? So tell me the name of that.
It's called weaponofpraise44.com.
Okay.
There was a ministry that God had birthed in me up under the leadership of my Chief Apostle Paul L. Beard and elect Lady Donald Beard and my brother and my pastor, Pastor Cordero Beard and his lovely wife, LaShandra Beard. And
before we leave, I want you to tell me what you told me about. You've had some great reviews from individuals who've read the book. Yeah. Now, what are some things that they have said after reading this book?
If you go buy that book on ebook in Barbes Noble's, Westbow Bookstore, man, I think you agree. readers are saying that this is one of the greatest books that they ever wrote, and a lot of them thank me for writing this book because I'm exposing my life and I'm being honest. And they said, well, most people try to hide this, hide that, cover this. I said, but you didn't do that. But you was honest and you put it out there, and that blessed me for you being able to do that. Some say it's addictive. It's like crack. You know what I'm saying? See the book deal. And man, and they say once they begin to read that first chapter, they say they can't put it down.
Man,
they can't put it down. They just continue to keep reading and reading and reading.
Dude,
because they want to know what's next.
Yeah, man.
Even my daughter said, Daddy, I don't know if it's because I'm your daughter, but I was on my lunch break and I started reading. And I was in the 4th chapter and I was reading, and then they told me my lunch break was up, I had to go back. Man, I got upset and like, man, I had to go back.
So it's a page turn. You got a page turn on your hands, right?
They want to know what's next. And it literally had some in tears.
Man.
You know, because they said you never know what people been through. You never know, what people had to deal with in their life.
Okay, so you have written a page turn.
Yes, sir.
And also you've written a book that also changes lives.
Yes.
And so one more time, just state the title of your book for everybody.
Falsely Accused, The Journey and Testimony of Joseph Isaiah III.
And lastly, say your name.
My name is Vincent Mack, singer.
My name is Jarrett McCarter, and we thank you for this time.